These bikes are so boring. Roll that intro.
I am Anonymous Biker USA.
These bikes are boring, low-key, often a bit more practical, appealing to a segment of riders that uses a motorcycle for everyday affairs as a commuter, or a trusty mount to roll out on the weekend. Even though they may not turn heads, these under-the-radar motorcycles can easily become the go-to machine in a rider's garage. Despite the fact that they might look a little dull and not have much kick, they often do have benefits which can be pretty appealing to someone in the market for a new bike. So let's take a look at the top 5 low-key bikes for 2020. First up, the Honda NC750X DCT with ABS. A definitively neutral bike, with a name as unappealing as, well, plain room temperature oatmeal, the Honda can be easily overlooked. It's actually a convenient and effective ride for a variety of situations. Honda's DCT automatic transmission makes this twist-and-go bike a breeze to ride. Plus, its short-shifting nature helps make the most of the fuel in the tank. You get a 5.8-gallon tank storage compartment capable of holding a full-face helmet, as well as a silky smooth, nearly vibration-free engine, super comfortable ergos, traction control, and ride modes. A decent amount of wind protection from the screen makes this bike appealing for longer range rides too. Looking for a bike that can commute, travel, and run errands? This Honda NC750X may be worth a look. Next up is the 2020 Suzuki VStrom 1050 XT. The VStrom platform is far from new or revolutionary, especially in an adventure segment that is led by some pretty sophisticated machines. But the VStrom 1050 XT shows that incremental updates can keep a model alive, well, and appealing despite there being no huge advancements in electronics or engine performance. It's true that displacement was increased back in 2014, but since then it's been mainly smaller tweaks like cam profile updates and new pistons. The XT version is a bit more advanced than stock, but its essence as a capable road rider with moderate off-road chops remains steady. It's got enough pep to be fun, but it's not the most potent machine you can buy in the segment. Nor is it the best looking bike on the block, even with its cool new retro colorway. But people have loved their V-Stroms for a better part of the last 2 decades, and for good reason. It's a consistently strong platform that delivers a pleasing ride, comfortable ergos, and multi-use functionality. Can't go wrong with that. Next, let's take a look at the Kawasaki Ninja 650 ABS. Kawasaki gave its middleweight sports standard Ninja 650 a facelift for 2020 to give it a little more appeal to the sport-minded riders. But it still exists in that gray area between full sport bike and full standard. It's got a fun but approachable power band, decent handling, brakes and suspension, a new Bluetooth-compatible TFT display, and a fairly new frame design. This bike isn't the best at anything, but it's pretty good at most things on the road. And it's less than $8,000 brand new, which is a fantastic deal considering it's a bike that newish to experienced riders can thoroughly enjoy. Kawasaki has numerous add-ons for longer range travel, so it can quickly convert to a more long-range capable machine. Plus, it's actually a pretty good looking machine. If Kawasaki continues to reform the platform in the coming years, the Ninja 650 ABS may well lose its low-key status. Next up on the block, the 2020 Honda Rebel 500 ABS. A lot of Honda's mid-level models sort of fly under the radar unless you're a beginner. But the Rebel 500 ABS is one that is easily overlooked for a few reasons. The small stature and 471cc parallel twin is just not enough for some. Plus, the Rebel has long been a staple of rider intro courses. It can be awesome for a period of time as you get some miles under your belt as a beginner, but it's quickly outgrown. The 500 provides a decent experience even for seasoned riders. It has respectable low-end torque, relaxed cruiser ergos, extremely smooth controls, and acceptable suspension. As a commuter, around-town motorcycle, the Rebel 500 is actually quite capable. Coming in at number 5, the Suzuki Boulevard C50. With cruisers pricing at $20,000 and more these days, the Suzuki Boulevard C50's $8,299 price tag is an absolute steal. It's a full-size V-twin with a low-slung seat, relaxed ergos, and decent handling and build quality. Sometimes metric cruisers get a bad rap because of the firm hold American companies have on the cruiser market in the States. But the Boulevard C50 is fully capable of tackling long trips, commutes, and weekend rides comfortably and enjoyably. There are other, more advanced mounts in the Boulevard line, but for a classically styled cruiser that can log plenty of miles, the C50 is a solid choice.
I am Anonymous Biker USA.